Before you build an ADU on your property, there are things you need to know and things you need to do. Accessory dwelling units, commonly known as ADUs, are housing built on the same property as someone's primary home. While they offer benefits like added living space, rental income, or a place for aging family members, they also come with important planning, permitting, and construction requirements. That's where CSLB comes in. We're here to help you understand the process and protect yourself from costly mistakes. I'm Catherine White, Chief of Public Affairs at the Contractors State License Board. I sat down with CSLB Board Member Steve Panelli, who is also the Chief Plumbing Inspector for the San Francisco Department of Building Inspection. We began by discussing one of the most important first steps. How can you know if your property is even suitable for an ADU?
Well, depending on the type of ADU you would like to buy or build, you get a manufactured ADU, or you can build one from the ground up, depending on the size. So the size of your backyard, means of egress required, just all around what you're trying to put and where you're trying to put it. So that's a big factor. You know, if you only have 500 square feet in the backyard, you're more than likely not going to be able to build one, but it all depends on what you're trying to do. First thing I would do is go to the Contractors State License Board at cslb.ca.gov and check my license, their license, and see the license of the person that's trying to build your ADU or accessory dwelling unit or manufactured unit. You want to make sure, one is that they have the proper licenses to do that, and the C's and everything, the contracts are all there. A lot of problems, a lot of people come and they're asking for money up front. If that's the case, I would really be wary of something like that. I would definitely want to see something in writing. I want something in a contract. I want to make sure that that's solidified and solid. It's not somebody just knocking on my door saying, "Oh, we'll do everything for you for $100,000 and do your homework and look at what you're doing." That's the most important thing. You're going to want to get bids. You want to get more than one bid to do your property. And I know that some places it's very hard to get people. We can't find enough great people. They only found this one person. If you look around hard enough, you'll find more than one person to give you a bid on a property, especially when it's a big investment. Two is money up front. Like I said, if it's $1,000 up front, I think, that's a down payment. It could be something that you start the contract with. Okay, that's about as maximum you should do. I wouldn't go any higher than that. Making sure you have that contract. Look at their reviews. Look at their reviews. Look at the contract license board. See if there's been any complaints against them. See if they have anything pending against them that would be an issue. That's something you want to make sure that you're not getting put in a position where, I'm not saying you're getting scammed, but being taken advantage of. So you want to make sure you're not being taken advantage of it. Checking your contract. And when I say check your contract, I don't mean, it says they're going to build this and we're good, and walk away from it, even though it's a 5-page or 10-page contract. Read through the contract. You want to make sure foundation's included. You want to make sure the electrical, the plumbing, the mechanical is included. You don't want somebody just to come over and drop an ADU in your backyard or build something and they walk away and nothing's connected. Next thing you know, you have a shed because you have no running water, you have no electricity, you have nothing. And now the costs for that is going to be so expensive that you won't be able to do it. So you want to make sure whatever you're purchasing, you make sure everything is encompassed in that contract. The biggest one is, and this is one that dear to my heart, is making sure that all your permits have been signed off before the final payment's done. That everything is completed and up to satisfactory of what you all agreed to. The last thing you want to do is give your final payment of, let's just say $100,000 out of a $300,000 job and find out that the water doesn't run, the electricity doesn't work, and that person's no longer around it. You want to make sure you had your final inspections done, the plumbing, electrical, building, fire, anything else that you had to have done is done and completed, and everything is working before that final payment's done.